Hey there, Saints fans. Welcome back to Talking Saints. Really, really awesome episode last time. And I got to start off in preference. It was definitely a longer episode. But I was thinking about it. I want to know. This is the first thing I want in the episode because I want to know. Do y'all like longer episodes or shorter episodes? Because we can talk Saints, right?
He can, yeah.
Well, come on.
We talk Saints. You know we talk Saints.
Literally, all we do is we go get lunch at Chick-fil-A and they just keep bringing us out refills because we're just talking about the Saints football too much.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, big win last week against the Atlanta Falcons. You know, any win against the Atlanta Falcons is a W.
Got to beat the division rival. You know, they went into it 6-3, and I think they may have been like a 7-point, favorite, something like that. And yeah, you can just never count out division rivals. We saw the week before with the Carolina Panthers when we were favorited.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's just those games are always going to be tough and close. And
was that Carolina? Was that an inside job though?
I don't know.
Carolina lost. Was it an inside job?
Was that to get old man out, old Dennis Allen? Who knows?
Who knows?
But now we're 1-0 with Darren Rizzi. He's got the team fired up. Valdez-Scantling looks like the next Randy Moss. So.
I picked him up in fantasy. I'm not gonna lie. My fantasy team's really injured. Yeah, I had to love it.
No, it's exciting to be excited about football again, and it's not. And it's not a lot of pressure.
It's the worry was that we were going to win out, right?
Yeah.
Hear me out. That was that we were going to win out with Dennis Allen at head coach, and then they'd be like, "Oh, well, Dennis came back. He should be." And we know Dennis Allen's a loser. I mean, sorry, Dennis, it's true.
No, don't apologize.
He's not a winning coach.
He shouldn't be allowed in New Orleans.
Factually, statistically, the truth.
Yeah,
he's not a winner. So now, if we win out. Either Darren Rizzi's the idea, and he's fine. You were saying he was firing it up. He wasn't just firing up the players, but he was firing up the toilet this week.
Oh, he clogged the toilet.
Yeah, he clogged the toilet. I don't know why he shared that, but
took a big deuce.
Good for him. Hey, that in honor of Deuce McAllister. God bless him. So I gotta say, it's a great time in New Orleans. It's a great time in the household. It's a great time on Talking Saints whenever we beat the Falcons.
Yeah.
But this week we're going up against a team which. Normally it's not that, we're playing, but we have a personal favorite player of ours, someone that's dear to our hearts coming back to New Orleans.
Deshaun Watson.
Well.
Jameis Winston.
I'm going to say.
I love Jameis. He was so good for the city of New Orleans. Real leader in the locker room, real locker room guy. As far as what he brings to the football field, it's very boom or bust. You never know what you're going to get out there. You could see one of the better performances of any quarterback you've seen this year, or he may go out there and throw 4 or 5 interceptions. And I think that's part of the reason that he's not on the Saints right now. That's why he didn't.
Yeah, for sure. There were definitely a couple games where he came in and he showed the good Jameis.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, what a throw! What a just what a physically gifted individual. He can
a gambler.
chunk it downfield. But yeah, it's a problem. And he's a gunslinger.
And you'd see it. You'd see good Jameis, bad Jameis, and then you'd see it, all in 1 week.
Yeah.
It was like that Vikings game. He came off the bench last year.
Yeah, and he was like almost chaos, but
automatic, and then
he just missed like 3 throws back to back.
3 throws back to back.
Remember that one that he threw? I know we're just a little off track.
Don't want him playing hero ball, but
remember the one where he threw it and it got tipped to like Chris Olave, and then Chris Olave took it for like I don't know if it was a touchdown. But he took it to like almost a touchdown. It's like what in the world, Jameis?
Yeah, but that's what you get with Jameis Winston. I love him as a person. Truthfully, he was one of the guys who inspired me to watch bad football the last few years without Sean Payton and Drew Brees.
Not only that, dude, he's just what he brings as just an individual.
Yeah.
He'll be the first person on the field, getting the team hyped up.
People want to follow him.
I mean, all you got to do is go watch any of the like pregame speeches last year before the game where DeMario was sitting there talking to Jim. He's like, okay, that's right, that's right. And he's crazy. I mean, he's
goofball.
He is a goofy. He may be the NFL's goofiest individual.
But all right, so other than Jameis, what kind of challenges do you think the Browns will bring? I mean, obviously, they're having a season that's pretty bad. Their quarterback is on the IR. They're missing a few other pieces.
Not that he was doing any better when he wasn't on the IR,
don't have
right?
much to play for. They're in a tough division.
On paper, we should win this game, right?
Yeah.
There are some tough players that we're going up against. We kind of discussed it a little bit beforehand. It's not Trevor Penning's going up against Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's going up against the number 1 PFF rated player on our team, Trevor Penning.
Right?
Out of nowhere. Hey, at the very beginning of the year, I know one of us probably said, I just hope Trevor, out of everything that happens this season, I hope Trevor Penning has a good season. The monkey's paw curled, and then everybody else sucked.
The dude has balled out this
He's been
year.
great. I mean, he's been serviceable. If he can continue this, he'll earn himself a contract next year.
Yeah, he's been playing great. He gives up like 1 quarterback hurry a week and 1 penalty a week.
At least one
I'm saying that
personal foul
is like money for us.
Yeah.
And speaking of the offensive line, it's going to be the first time since week 2 since we'll be at full strength.
We're getting back not only just a offensive player, but the leader and the best player on our offense, Eric McCoy's back. Yeah, which is huge.
Exciting to see.
I mean, you saw what our offense looked like. I mean, obviously we're going to be missing our wide receivers, but you saw what our offense looked like with a full strength O-line.
Yeah,
we're putting up 40 points against teams.
I'm looking forward to seeing Taysom and Alvin play really, really well. I mean, obviously the Browns have a pretty competent defense. Myles Garrett is one of the best in the leagues. They got Ward over there, and then
something
Newsome, I think.
But and then
those guys are solid.
It's some long name. It's a linebacker. It's like KOS or
JOK.
JOK.
He's injured, I think.
Is he really?
Yeah, but they still have a solid defense. They have some solid offensive weapons. Nothing crazy. Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore. They're both quick and shifty.
What about their running back? Who do they have?
They have Nick Chubb, which I haven't been paying as much attention to the Browns this year. Unfortunately, it's because they've been losing. But, unfortunately for the Browns, I mean, as Saints fans, I only care about Jameis, really. But, I don't know how Nick Chubb has been back from that injury.
I don't think he's been – I mean, he's been serviceable. He's not Nick Chubb, but he's a good running back. He's a decent running back. I haven't started him I have him on fantasy. I haven't started him. He's not to that point yet where he's like I don't know if he's just not getting enough carries. Yeah. I know he's trying to split some with who's the backup? It's
Jerome
Ford. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Jerome Ford, he can catch the ball at the backfield too. I'll give him that.
I mean, on paper, again, we should beat this team.
Yeah.
We know Jameis, right? We've played him.
And our defense is fired up, man. They played good football last week against a good team.
One thing you got to remember is before Jameis was a loving black and gold Saint.
We had his number.
He was a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and while he was, he was one of my least favorite players in the NFL.
Yeah,
he was a bad attitude. He was just not. He completely flipped it around, completely changed it. Come into a cool locker room like the New Orleans Saints definitely helped that out. But this week, Jameis, unfortunately, we're rooting against you. We hope you throw a bunch of picks.
Yeah, Kool-Aid McKinstry still needs one, and he'll be back this week.
But yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Today. We may be down Pete Warner, but
possibly
at least we got Kool-Aid back. I know our secondary is a little more decimated than our linebacker core. I need to knock on some wood, but no Lattimore, no Adebo. It's good to get Kool-Aid back.
Yeah, and truthfully, what we're about to see on the field right now, they're not, this Sunday, this is our future at cornerback.
Yeah,
Kool-Aid, and that's one of, I think, the main reasons they drafted Kool-Aid is because they knew if Adebo was gone, if Lattimore was gone, you have an extremely, extremely high upside with Kool-Aid McKinstry. The guy was fantastic at Alabama, and Alante has shown he's been one of the best defensive players on the team this year.
And also shout out Shamar Jean-Charles. I know we've kind of noticed since training camp and preseason that this dude could ball. And
we were pretty upset when they didn't sign him back to the practice squad, but apparently they had his number on the speed dial because he's on the team and he's been good.
He's been very solid. He knows how to play some football. That pick against the Panthers was one of the best defensive plays I've seen.
Oh my
from the
goodness,
Saints
he
in the
just
last
ripped it
few
out of
years,
his hand.
and they're testing him. They're testing him a lot. He gave up some catches last week, but he had a lot of deflections too. He's a baller, dude.
You mentioned before the show, there might be we may not see him a lot because Ugo should be playing in the slot, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And the only thing is if they sent Kool-Aid in the slot and then, but I don't think they'll. I don't know. I'm not the coach, but
I think Ugo's.
But I think all four of those guys will get
Yeah.
playing time for sure.
Oh yeah.
But again, on paper we should win. We have one other player we have yet to mention, who is my second favorite player of all time, who just became in this last game against the Atlanta Falcons at home. What a way to do it! Became the all-time rushing leader for the New Orleans Saints, and that's Alvin Kamara. You got the applause, left butt right there. There you go. There you go. The fans, they're excited.
Yeah.
They're excited. I was watching this.
I was looking. There's so many.
Was it recording? I thought the whole thing was not being recorded. But, Alvin Kamara, all-time rushing leader, all-time touchdown leader for the Saints, all-time purpose yards for the Saints.
And he's not done yet.
No.
At least 2 more years after this year.
Doesn't have the running back itis, as they say. Yeah. And that he deserved that contract and more. You normally don't play.
To amaze me.
You don't pay running backs that kind of money this late on in their career, but he's earned it, man.
He's our franchise, dude.
They finally made him a captain, and this was they took away his captain status after the elevator incident, the infamous elevator incident. But they gave it back to him, and mistakes happen, right? People are people. Yeah. And if you go back and look at that incident, we kind of talked about it some. It was a group effort. It was a big thing. There was fault at all ends. But Alvin Kamara's come back from that. He's shown that he can be a leader. He's shown that he loves the city of New Orleans. Right. And he's going to put it all on the field.
Shout out Sunday. My mom. She says nothing good happens after midnight. So.
Yeah. Shout out to your mom.
Shout out to my mom.
There you go.
Alvin probably shouldn't have been out after midnight.
Yeah. We fought ghosts with an X after midnight that one time.
That did happen.
We did. And psychic ghosts.
Unreal story, yeah.
Maybe, but that's a story for another time. A story for another episode.
Yeah.
Because it's time for our predictions. I think we're about to go win a couple of games. I think we're gonna win a couple games.
Let's look at this slate. So we got the Browns. We got a bye week. Our team comes back fully healthy. We play the Giants and the Rams.
I thought it was the Rams and the Giants.
Rams and the Giants.
Either way, we play one of those two.
Yeah.
Both of those teams. Rams,
Nakua, Cooper Kupp, Kyron Williams, Matt Stafford. That's
a dangerous offense.
That's a challenge, but they've been kind of struggling a little bit this year. They've stayed in every game. I feel like if we win that game, it's going to look a lot like that Falcons game we played last week.
I feel like, just to add on to that point, if we win that game, there's a good chance we win every game. Every game but the Washington Commanders game. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah.
We have if Eric McCoy can stay healthy, we've seen, and actually it'll be interesting to see how. And listen to us talking like we're about to win after we won one game against the Falcons. But that's what it will do, beating up the Dirty Birds like that, sending them back home to Atlanta. But realistically, the first part of our schedule was the toughest part. I mean, it was extremely tough, and we came out of it battered and beat up.
Yeah.
We can finish strong. The team, I don't think I've seen them play as hard as they did in a long time.
Yeah.
Like they did under Rizzi. And Rizzi's just having a good time out there. I'm excited that he's our interim head coach. He's got a lot to prove to earn possibly a head coach position there. Yeah. But who knows? Who knows? It'll all unravel throughout the end of the season here. But it all starts with this next game against the Cleveland Browns and Jameis Winston. So I think we'll win. The team's fired up right now. There's a lot of momentum building for us. Whether we go to the playoffs or not, I know it's the playoffs. But there's a lot of momentum building for us either way. What about you?
I think we're going to win this week at least. As far as the season goes, it's too hard to predict anything. It'll be week to week basis. For me, seeing how Rizzi has his plan, seeing how injuries are going, Yeah, I think we'll be in every single game, which is important to me. Just being able to watch, it's going to be a lot more entertaining than just getting our backs blown out every weekend.
For sure. I can't remember. I don't think we had an episode before the Carolina game, and I don't remember. Did you keep track of the
I'll have to
whatever it's called?
I'll have to figure it out.
The weekly panel. If you did, I wonder. I can't remember what I said. I feel like I said we were going to lose to the Carolina Panthers. I could be wrong, just because of I thought we were trying to get rid of Dennis. Yeah. Either way, I'm pretty sure both of us said we won last week against the Falcons. Both of us, maybe.
I
don't remember if
we didn't do predictions last week.
It was a long episode.
Yeah.
I think I looked through it and I'm just like, we're just posting the whole thing.
Yep.
So, and this is right now we're running at about 16 minutes. So, kind of an average episode. But I know I talked about it at the beginning of the episode. I want to know, do you guys like longer episodes or shorter episodes? I know we're probably not your first choice of watching something on the way to work, right? But if you do enjoy longer episodes and you want to see some more kind of goofy, kind of more creative stuff, like we did at the beginning of last episode, because we have some fun stuff. Christmas is going to be fun for y'all. Just a hint. We have some fun Christmas episode planned. But if you like that kind of stuff, please let us know in the comments. And then, other than that, I have nothing else. Xander, you got anything for us?
No, just, like and comment and subscribe and share the video. Help us grow. We appreciate everybody for watching and voting for the VCA award that we won.
Yeah, I got some shelves ready to go for the new couch, the new filming. And with the way the new setup is, it's kind of tough in here. We might do some live streams. That'd be kind of fun. If you're interested in that, let us know.
Yeah.
We're going to probably do it either way, whether you say you're interested or not. But we're gonna have some live streams. Unedited fun. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Either way, we appreciate y'all for watching, and as always, we'll see you next week.
Talking Saints.